After I arrived at Tom and Teresa's house, it snowed. I thought I was going to be in for a cold time. This is Tom and I in the garage building the top hat. The top hat is what I call a box that I'm putting on top of the van. It's a storage box. The storage box is 1 foot deep. And as most woodworkers know, when you buy a plank that's a 1 by 12, it's actually a 1 by 11 something. So we had to put a 1-inch tension on the top to make it a 1 foot deep box. You hear that I'm putting on rails all the way around. Well, some of it. I didn't show you everything, but it's there. Okay, here it is. Got just a tad bit off. That's a little bit over. The other side is a little bit under. But that can be patched, I'm sure. And these screws are 1 foot apart. And this side is just a little bit under. Okay, first 1-inch rail is set to be glued. And feeling this thing here, this is smooth and this is a little edge on it. And down a ways down there, it has a little edge on both sides. The 1 inch is wider than the bottom one is, so a little bit of sanding will take care of that. And the board is pretty straight. And I didn't set it all the way down because I haven't glued it yet. I'm going to pull these off and glue it, and there'll be a little bit more room on the bottom to grab onto the wood in addition to what's already there after I put glue on it. And that's a pretty straight board now. It was very crooked in the beginning, kind of like this one is. You can see the bend. Okay. The top hat that I'm making is wider than a 4x8 sheet of plywood. So it's more like a 7x8 sheet that I need to put on there. And I'm making a board here that's going to connect 2 plywood sheets together to make it, I can't quite remember, but it's more than a 4 foot wide top. I think it's 6 or 7 feet wide. It's as wide as the van is. You'll see that when I'm done. It's a box up there, and it's just completely a rectangular box. Brother Tom here. Tom is in the background, and we just installed a solar panel on the front of the box. And we did a dry fit on top of the van. This is a shot of the van with the top hat on and the solar panel up front. And this is my 3rd attempt at flying the drone. It's a brand new drone to me. And as you'll see real shortly here, I lose control of the drone for a little bit. I kind of got scared and thought the drone was going to crash into the top hat or maybe the next door neighbor's trees. But gained control of the drone and landed it safely. Okay, I'm regaining control of the drone and going to do what I want it to do. And across to Tom and Teresa's house. There's the garage that we built the box in, which is called the Top Hat. And is all those the week after I got there. So I was able to watch them install a solar system in Tom and Teresa's house. Okay, I've been here so long that it's time for Halloween. So right before we decorated the house for Halloween, we used some of the decorations for the house decorations for Mr. White and the Top Hat. So here's a few snapshots of Mr. White all decked out in Halloween.
I should move my car. This car will go. Get out of the way.
Okay. Okay, here's a selfie of Tom, Therese, me, and
Stan's
Llewellyn.
leaving. It is October 14th, I think, today. It's Thursday. Yeah. There he goes. We bid him fond farewell as he goes on his next stop. House on the Rock. On to see Dave down at Volk Field. Oh boy. That's his Ooga horn. And now on to North Carolina. Bon voyage, Stan. Dave down at Volk Field. Oh boy.